Good afternoon, this is Shaman Oracle reading for the sign of Libra. Hello Libra, I hope you are well. And before I start Libra, let me quickly tell you a little bit about the card stacks, okay? On the left is the Wild Offering Oracle card deck. It has only one short message for the zodiac sign that got the card. So whenever you get to hear the message, then this message is meant for you that day, okay? Next comes the Moonology Oracle card deck, and the Moonology card deck has different moons, full moon, new moon, special moons, and each zodiac sign is assigned a new moon card and a full moon card. Then comes the Celtic plant oracle card deck, which is in German, so I translated the things for the reading. And on the very right, we have the Celtic Shamans pack. And the Celtic Shamans pack is a card deck relating to the Celtic mythology, which sometimes can be a bit difficult to understand, but I think together we can make it through there and maybe get to understand things better. Okay? And the Celtic pack has also categories of vision, movers, empowerers, the worlds, the elements, the totem beasts, and the shapers. And one of these categories is assigned to the card that comes up. So, let me start, Libra. The Wild Offering card that you got is Impatience. And the card reads, My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. That's it. Short, but that was it. Okay? The Moonology Oracle card is the fixed moon for you. And the card says, hold your vision. The fixed moon is one of the special moon cards, and the card suggests that a fixed moon has two main possibilities. First one is you need to stay firm in whatever situation goes on in your life. And the second meaning is a different interpretation, namely that you are maybe stuck. That could well be referring to how you see a situation, and so you are advised to grease the wheels so that events can move on. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there is a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break that deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it is up to you to decide which meaning applies best to your situation, Libra. You get the offer to reflect on the two options to better make your decision. Attune to the moon by saying yes, then see how it makes you feel. An additional meaning of the card can be that you need staying power with faith or patience, that someone relating to the issue at hand needs to back down. It's either the someone or you. Avoid stagnation, and hope is that a personal or professional relationship will overcome all issues and so survive. The teaching of the card is that we learn from astrology that there are three quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And the fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything you just started may well last longer but needs time. And because the card is the fixed moon, the fixed signs mentality relates also to the moon card, okay? It is just how the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that while it is admirable, when we look at the staying power of the fixed signs, they sometimes can also be obstinate. The Celtic plant card St. John's Wort has vibrant yellow 5-petal flowers as its peak at the time of the summer solstice. June the 24th was the day when the Celtic people celebrated the brightly colored plant, which they named the messenger of celestial fire, which they dedicated to the sun god named Baldur, and they called the day St. John's Day. The Celtic people were merely repeating a long folklore that had been passed on from civilization to civilization. In ancient Egypt, the plant was reputed to absorb the energy of the sun and sunlight, to redirect this divine energy, to repel demons, to attract positive forces. St. John's wort is known as fairy herb right through the Middle Ages. People used to carry twigs as a protective bunch, or they hung up such twigs in their houses or on their doorsteps. It was believed that a person's mental disturbance or instability was caused by evil wizardry or witches, spells, or demons interfering. One whiff of the plant of this godly scented herb was said to be sufficient to make evil spirits to fly away. According to Druids, St. John's wort has very powerful magical properties whose potency was strongest on the shortest night of the year. The plant was traditionally hung over holy icons to ward off evil. The Celtic people celebrated Midsummer's Day to mark the midpoint of the growing season, halfway between planting and harvesting, and honoring the Midsummer's Day was believed to ensure an abundant fall harvest. Many herbs and flowers have the highest healing potency during this time, thanks to the abundant energy that the sun provides. Thus, plants were picked and saved for herbal remedies to be used throughout the year or to be worn as hair adornments for the day's celebration. In the evening, bonfires were made to ward off evil spirits and to honor the vital light and great energy of the sun. Even though Christianity took over many traditions and making St. John's wort to St. John the Baptist, pagan traditions have continued to live on, and Midsummer's Day is still today celebrated, especially in Northern Europe, where people enjoy bonfires with singing, dancing, and the annual harvest of the medicinal plants and flowers. St. John's Wort has become synonymous with relieving mood swings and even easing mild to moderate depression. In herbalism, the flowers and leaves of this plant are considered to be antispasmodic, meaning that they can help to relieve muscle cramps, tremors, and convulsions. They are also an expectorant and astringent, meaning that it can help to discharge excess phlegm and mucus from the body. St. John's Wort also relieves tired and sore muscles. The Celtic Shaman's pack card, the Seeress, is a so-called Empowerer's card, and the name of the Seeress is Fedelm. The card shows a cloaked female figure, and on each side are horses like spirits who surround her. Between her hands is a golden spindle. The Seeress is a prophecy card and is a vision of past and future, seeing how the threads of the web of creation are spun and where each person finds themselves standing. The Seeress has a remarkable visionary power, and so she can advise on the best course of action in any given situation. Her web is woven of the threads of destiny, and she gives prophetic information by way of an inspired oracle. And the lore is a story told to foretell the outcome of a battle for the Queen of Connaught. I'm starting the quote. They saw a young grown girl in front of them. She had yellow hair. She wore a specked cloak fastened around her with a gold pin, a red embroidered hooded tunic, and sandals with gold clasps. Her brow was broad, her jaw was narrow, her two eyebrows pitch black, with delicate dark lashes casting shadows halfway down her cheeks. You would think her lips were inset with Persian scarlet, and Persians were ancient Iranian or Persian people. So her lips were inset with Iranian scarlet. Her teeth were like an array of jewels between her lips. She had hair in 3 tresses, 2 wound upward on her head and a third hanging down her back, brushing her calves. She held a bright gold weaving rod in her hand with gold inlay. Her eyes had triple irises. 2 black horses drew her chariot, and she was armed. End of quote. When we hear of her triple irises in each eye, we are informed of her special powers and the fact that she also has a threefold vision. She has been a learning verse in trade schools throughout Britain, and a version of this story has a deep wisdom in ancient Irish tradition. The woman with triple irises is named Fedelm, and she is no ordinary woman, but a woman of prophecy, a sign of a visionary gift. The gold weaving rod which she carries marks her as a mistress of another skill, that of spinning. All who practice the art of spinning are especially gifted with the ability to perceive the patterns in the great web of creation. Fedelm is therefore gifted to guide everyone taking a journey by empowering a person with the needed vision to understand the nature of that journey in a particular quest. Now we come to your journey, Libra. You are walking on a broad and well-trodden highway which winds between green lands. In the distance, there is a cloud of dust which, as it approaches, gives way to reveal a chariot drawn by two black horses. In the chariot rides the woman whose description you just learned about. She puts her proud horses to a halt before you and leans down from her chariot to regard you with bright, deep-seeing eyes. You may ask her to reveal something of the future to you, always remembering that the tides of fate may change at any moment, now or in the days to come. So, Libra, that was the reading for you. Thank you for listening. I hope you somewhat enjoyed it a little bit. It's unusual, I know. So next time I will read more traditional card decks again, okay? But I thought that brought a little bit a different touch to the reading, and we also learn new things here, which is never wrong, okay? So I wish you a wonderful Monday, a good week ahead, and please come back next time when I have another reading for the sign of Libra. Take care, Libra. Goodbye.